What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself, and today is the debut of Streets of Rage 4. This is the third time I check out Streets of Rage. I've checked out the original 2, I have not done 3, but now we're doing 4. We're going to be listening to the main theme, and they're back, both from Yuzo Koshiro, and the channel is Mutant Ninja Records. And the reason I'm doing this actually is because I'm going to be interviewing and having a chat with one of the composers for this game, Olivier Derivière, who did some of the songs here, South of Midnight and Plague Tale Requiem, and a couple of other things. So I'm kind of getting myself in the spirit of listening to some of his work. These two he didn't do, but the next video I'm going to be doing he helped with. So the only thing I know about Streets of Rage, a game I haven't played, is it's like a beat 'em up, pretty classic, and has this kind of maybe New York hip hop style. And these are requested by Jato, Juice, and Ricky. Thank you so much. Let's get into it. Yuzo Koshiro needs no introduction, and I'm pretty sure he's the original composer, so I'm guessing he's been there the whole time. Okay, this is the main theme of Streets of Rage 4. I wonder if he's ever done any callbacks. I also don't know anything about this game yet. I will soon, but for now it's pretty much blind. Like, I don't know when it came out or anything. It looks kind of new though. This is actually really reminiscent of the intro to 2 or 1. Smooth. Sounds like jazz 7 chords. Hoping for a beat. Ooh, the violin flutters. That's a really nice touch, actually. Ooh, dude, Yuzo Koshiro he just gets it. I don't know, like, he just understands. Ooh, this almost sounds like that one song I'm thinking of. I don't know the name of it, but it's either the main theme of 1 or 2. It's got like a city in the background, and then like... I've known about that song way before the Auditorium. Oh, this is sick. I love this hi-hat thing. Very, very 90s. I can't imagine what it's like to work on a game soundtrack. Probably decades after the original. Like, that must be such a surreal feeling. Let me find the one I'm thinking of. Ooh, the hand percussion too. It's the original Streets of Rage is the one I'm thinking of. This is called Intro. It's like a minute long. This reminds me of that. That's a really good thing. Yeah, it has something like this too. I'll show you what song I'm talking about after this. Oh, it does sound like a callback. I wonder if it is. Remember these steps. In case you don't know what I'm talking about. I like this part right here because it sounds like a sounds like a vamp, a musical term of kind of staying in this one spot and it's gone. Think of a vamp as a part to like improvise over. Dude, this is a long song too for a main theme. Ooh, please tell me there's a intro movie. I am loving it. What is, if you violinists know what that technique is called, let me know. But it's like a volume swell, but also like a dynamic playing. It's hitting it harder. Oh man, I can't wait to hear more of this soundtrack, which is all I'm doing today. I don't even think it's looped yet. This is just a whole 5-minute song. Oh right, also T-Lops is on this soundtrack as well. I don't know if I'm going to be hearing any T-Lops, but... Oh, that was sick. Before I forget, it's reminding me of this song right here. I've known of this song way before the auditorium. Like, one of these days I'm going to use it into like a VGM vibe or something, but this, I don't know where I heard this. I think it was some cover band or something. And this was the only song I heard of Streets of Rage before I started reacting to stuff. That one and what I think is called Go Straight, the one I did in the last video, those two I knew. But this one, I love this song. I'm actually not entirely sure if it's Yuzo Koshiro. Probably is. I don't know. It sounds like a callback to this though, because this like drony keyboard, and then when the beat kicks in, it's only a minute, but I'm gonna have to skip through it. Right, it's got that. But it also has the jazz chord stabs right here. That sounds very similar, actually. I wonder if, you know, now I'm thinking something else. Maybe Streets of Rage 4. Again, at the moment, I don't know anything about it. I will soon though, because I want to be able to talk about it with one of the composers, but as of right now, I don't know if it's a remake or, well, I know it's 4, but like, you know, I wonder if it's like really inspired from one of the first 3 games, or if it's its own thing, or if they just all kind of have this sort of flavoring throughout. But that really was reminiscent of that first theme, which that's a good thing. And I don't know, just the idea of making, like, being called back for a soundtrack that you worked on when you were way younger. I don't know, there's just something really surreal about that. That doesn't happen too often. That's just really, really neat. It's just really, really neat. But based on the length of that, I'm gonna have to assume that was either an intro movie or the theme just plays for that long if you don't do anything, which is pretty surreal. I kind of just want to go into the next one because I'm in this mood. I don't know, I love beats. I love instrumental beats like you wouldn't believe. So I just want to hear more. This one's a lot shorter. This is They're Back. And then maybe I'll talk about the other one again if something pops up. But either way, I loved the first one. This is They're Back. It's another callback, right? This is very fitting because the only 2 songs I knew from Streets of Rage are pretty much here. But redone in a way. Interesting. Oh, do you go to like old levels or something? I mean, well, the title, like, it's their back. Can only assume. God, this sounds so like 1996, 97. Anybody here remember Jock Jams? A little more aggressive, some bells. This is definitely Go Straight, right? This must have been, and I mean this sincerely, this must have been what it sounded like to Sega Genesis, or whatever it was on back then. It must have sounded this good back then, you know what I mean? And he just only got better at it. It's going to be very interesting in the next video, hearing another composer's take on Streets of Rage. That's really exciting, actually. And that's going to be 3 songs. Dude, it sounds like I'm in a shopping mall. This is JCPenney. Top comment, Yuzo Koshiro is just really too damn good at what he does. Yuzo didn't choose the streets chose him. I can imagine people who grew up with the original trilogy shed a tear when listening to his masterpiece. Again with the stabs. I think it's the same. That's amazing. This is really funny because I wasn't told to pair these two up. I just put them together because they were the same composer, so I can focus on the next video with the other composer. But it just it turns out that these 2 songs are the ones that I know from Streets of Rage, because I'm pretty sure that was an exact almost interpolation of this song, which I did for my 1500th episode. Oh, that's so cool. So, okay. Again, I'll do more research later, but I did see one of the comments I just read off. It said the original trilogy. So, is Streets of Rage mostly known for the first 3? And 4 is an homage? Or is it just another sequel? But either way, I just think it's, I don't know, the odds that I would recognize 2 big, like, motifs. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. Oh, dude. Yuzo Koshiro, I can't think at this exact moment. Let me just look it up. But I know that I've heard a bunch of his stuff on the channel, and stuff that doesn't even sound like this. I would consider him as probably, man, possibly in the top 10 of composers. If we're being serious. Oh, he's a Sagittarius. Hell yeah. Let me see what he's worked on, because I know I've done a couple of things. God, he's done so many things. Been active since 1986, man. 40 years making video game music. Okay, so some East. East 2. The Revenge of Shinobi. I don't know if I've heard enough. I don't know if I've heard Revenge of Shinobi. I've heard Shinobi 3 for sure, but I'm not sure if I heard Revenge of Shinobi. Maybe. ActRaiser. I just did a video for ActRaiser. That was sick. Man, that doesn't even sound like him either. He has such a crazy, broad style. Streets of Rage, Sonic the Hedgehog, Master System. Oh, Game Gear version. Okay, I was like, what? Streets of Rage 2, ActRaiser 2, Streets of Rage 3. Wow. Whoa. So all the first Streets of Rage were all in the early 90s. And then it just stopped for... What? I don't even know when this one... These uploads were in 2020, so that's quite a gap. Anything else? I think it was... Oh, Shenmue. East was probably the other one I was thinking. Castlevania Portrait of Ruin? Whoa. Etrian Odyssey, that's what it was. I knew there was one that I was like, what is that? Dude, Etrian Odyssey music is so sick. I haven't heard it in a while. There was a time where I was hearing like nothing but Etrian Odyssey for a good chunk. If you've never heard Etrian Odyssey music, it's this composer, but not like this. Yeah, it was Etrian Odyssey. I knew there was like one that was like really, really... Oh, dude, I forgot he's in Kid Icarus Uprising. Who isn't in that? Super Smash Bros. Yeah. Puzzle... Oh. Of course! That's the other one. Puzzle and Dragons X. Okay. For those that don't know, my sub-series, VGM Vibes, I did an episode not too long ago about desert themes, covering as much desert themes I can in games. And my favorite song from that, out of all the entries, was the Yuzo Koshiro song from Puzzle and Dragons X. Damn, this dude is just good, man. Sorry. I didn't grow up with him like all you guys did. I heard the original theme that I played earlier from like Sega or whatever. I've been hearing that song for, I would say like 10 years. I wish I knew where. It was probably just some YouTube video and I heard it as background music and I was like, oh, what is that? Or something like that. That's usually how I found stuff back then if I didn't play the game. But either way, like, that made an impact on me when I first heard it, right? So I can only imagine hearing it as a kid through these CRT TVs and just getting that feel, you know? I'm only hearing it over here through YouTube later on in pretty good headphones, but I feel like Streets of Rage 4 must have been such a... I don't know, you know, because the demographic, they have to appeal to a new audience, but also, you know, show homage to the older generation who came up with this. I don't know. I feel like this is one of those special games where you and your kid could have played it. You're like, hey, son, I remember when I used to play this, and you know, it's one of those games where you can really feel the moment of you're mature now, or that kind of thing. You know, I don't know. Something about it just, I always feel like I missed out on Streets of Rage. It seems like right up my alley. It reminds me of another game I did play called, I can't remember, but was it Maximum Carnage? Spider-Man game. But I remember you could play, I think you could play as Venom and Spider-Man. But I remember playing that and people used to tell me like, oh, that looks exactly like Streets of Rage. And I used to love that game, so. Anyways, Yuzo Koshiro is the man. These both were amazing because they sounded like songs that I know. The next video right after this, I'm going to be checking out 3 songs from this game from different composers, including the one that I'm going to be interviewing. So look forward to that. Thank you to the requesters, and thanks to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Peace.